Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Creativity with Jennifer. Coffee and a card this morning. I am so thankful and blessed to be here with you this morning. I'm going to give everybody a moment to jump on as I get my desktop up and running. Running a few minutes behind this morning, but I am here. Let's see if I can get this up and going. All right, guys, it is almost time. Do you ever get to the point where you have crafted so much that your room is a disaster and you just have to stop and get everything put back? That is where I'm at. So I am scrounging. I've got most of my project today. However, I am missing my dies. So we're going to have to fussy cut. So it's not the end of the world, but I have no idea where my dies are. So I am scrounging. And I've got so much pulled out. Oops. Let me get this shut down. Okay. I've got, been trying to get ready for on stage and all that. I have just got a mess. So we're going to just swing by and we're going to make it. It's going to be a lot of fun this morning. Where I am located in Lexington, South Carolina, our weather has been getting warmer as we're transitioning from the winter stages into supposed to be spring. However, we're hitting the 80s now, so that's not too springy in my opinion, but I'm gonna take it because I am a summer girl 100%. And after you see the cards we're doing today, and hopefully tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow, I will be posting my stamp camp for April. I have Stamp Camp April the 5th, so mark your calendars because you're not going to want to miss it. And the set that I am using today will be featuring the Stamp Camp. And I've got so many ideas for Stamp Camp. Good morning. All right, we're going to go ahead and get the cameras flipped so we can dive right on in. I do have to get to work a little early today, so I am going to get started and get you flipped. And hopefully you don't see the hot mess that I have going on. All right. Good morning, Dora. It looks like my desktop has froze, but my actual video on my phone seems to be okay. So we're going to just keep moving on. Please make comments. Make comments. I would love to know who's here. All right, so today we are using the Ocean Friends. And like I said, you would know I am a summer girl once you've seen the set that we are using. Good morning, Janet. Because I love the beach. And every chance I get, I am at the beach. And I even go out of my way when we're close to the beach to get to the beach. So I am a beach girl, so I am loving this stamp set and loving the paper that comes with this bundle. It had to wear on me though, I'm gonna be honest, because it's not my beach theme, it's not my beach color. Stampin' Up really tossed me for a loop with this. I am going to get it so I can share the paper with you without flipping, but I don't want to show you duplicates, so just give me 1 second. I did not make my paper sampler, and this is what I get for not making the paper sampler. All right, so this is 12 by 12 sheets of paper, even though mine is not. I have cut mine up because I have been using it. But this is called, the designer paper is called Friends of the Ocean. All right, so I'm going to show you, when I put them down, like this is going to be the front side and this is the back side. So front and back. And, hold on. There we go. Same thing with that. That is your front and your back. So the colors are very bright and vivid. Loving it. Like I said, the more I started playing with the set, the better it got. Good morning, Brenda. But I love this, especially if you have people that go on those big fishing trips or crabbing or whatever. That would be great. I'm not a fish person, so I don't really know those types of things, but I just love the beach. So there is that one there. So the colors are fabulous. It's bright. It's beautiful. Like I said, the more you play with the better. It has worn on me, so hopefully it will do you the same. So we're going to move that out of the way. Then we have the embellishments that go with this bundle. And these are called Sunny Day Iridescents. And they are gorgeous. Let's see if I can put them on the back of something. There you go. So you can see those. All right, there we go. So we're going to be using those as well. Now, the card that I am using today, I am making semi close to this card. I've got a little tweaking done to it, a little different, but this is a card that we will be making toward. Now, this bundle that I just shared with you does have stamps that, dies that go with it. You know what? I know that's why I don't ever do this. Look at this, guys. So here's my stamp set. I went on a retreat, and look, this is why I don't put dies within my stamp sets, because I totally forget that I do that. So here are the dies that go with this bundle. That is why I do not store my dies and my stamp sets in the same pack, because I forget. I have separate bins, and that's why I do that. All right, so here are the dies that go with this set. Very pretty dies. And the crab die and the lobster does cut out the designer paper. That's why I don't match these together. I knew there was a reason that I did not do that. Because of that reason. I forget all the time. Okay. I don't know what made me just think of that, but it did. I guess it's one of those squirrel moments this morning. All right, let's get to crafting. All right, so we got our base cardstock here that I don't have. There we go. The base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then you are going to cut 1 3/16 off of the front. So you're going to take your front, and it's going to have a gap on the side here. So we're going to take and cut 1 3/16 off of the front of your card base. So I'm going to go ahead and take my bone folder and give it that good sweep. And then we're going to move these two pieces out of the way. Now we are ready to put our summer splash on the front of our piece. This is at 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then I ran it. That's the other thing I did not show you, is this has an embossing folder. It is a 3D embossing folder. that goes with this set as well. And I've already ran it through, and it gives you that wave in there. So we're going to go ahead and put our adhesive on here. Remember, when you're using 3D embossing folders and you're putting your adhesive on it, do it lightly, because the more pressure you put on your 3D embossed paper, you will crunch it down, and it distorts the 3D vision. So just press lightly. All right, so we're going to put that down. I went ahead and I cut the little sprinkly things that go in the bottom of the ocean out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to layer them. And this is Granny Apple Green, and this is Summer Splash. And we're going to get our green glue. Hopefully, green glue is going to work this morning. I did not test it, so hopefully. And another easy way to do this would be to use the adhesive sheets before you cut them out with the dies. If you use our adhesive sheets that we have, they're like, turns it into stickers. And after I cut all these, I realized that is what I should have done. But I did a scrapbook swap while I was at the convention, and I had to do 6 layouts of 2-page layouts, and I had to do a quantity of 6 of them. And after I cut all these little jokers, I realized that I should have used the adhesive sheet. Would have made it so much easier. All right, so this is wanting to clog up on me. Let's see. All right, I got that one down. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this down. And then we're going to take the other one and do the same thing. Oh, come on. Sorry about that, guys. It's not wanting to play pretty this morning. My green glue tends to do this when it gets really low. I don't know if anybody else has that issue or not, but mine tend to get, when it gets very low, it wants to do that. Let's see if this one's any better. All right. Okay, that's much better. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that one on as well. Oops. There we go. All right. And then I had these little squigglies. We're going to just put a little bit of tape on the back of it. And we're going to try to mingle them into the actual piece. But I don't know. There we go. All right. Perfect. Now, we are ready to stamp our little crab and move forward with that process. So we're going to take our little crab. This is a 2-step stamping. Okay, so we got the base of the crab, and then we got the inside of the crab. So we are going to go ahead and do this. And we're going to go ahead and do that. And I think we're going to stamp it in Mellow Mambo, but I want that to be as light as I can get it. So what I'm going to do is get a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to stamp. Oh, no, wrong one. Look at there. Hold on, I got to get a wipe. I'm not sure where my sample wipe is. Come on. All right. I stamped him wrong. I don't want him in Mellow Mambo. We're going to take the base of it and put it in Mellow Mambo. And like I said, I want this very light, so I am taking it and stamping it off onto a piece of paper here. Okay. So it looks like I need to do it about 2 times. I need to stamp off and then stamp on. But I also need to get my piercing pad to give it that better stamp image, because it was not looking pretty there. So where'd my stamp go? All right. So we're going to stamp, and hopefully this is not going to be too light, but we're going to stamp him again. And we're giving it that good compression to it. Oh, yeah. Love, love, love. All right. Now we're going to take the Berry Burst, and we're going to overlay it in the Berry Burst. I am not going to stamp this one off. We're going to stamp. I got to stand up so I can see here so I don't. That there is the good thing about the photopolymer stamp sets is you can see where you stamped before and get it lined up. So there is the 2-step stamping there. Now, I did find the dies, but I am going to go ahead and see if we can just go ahead and cut this out. Fussy cutting is not too bad as long as you move your paper and not your snips. If you move your snips, it does make it harder, but if you just move your paper, it goes a lot easier. And it's okay if you have some white left around the edges of your image. It just gives it a different definition of the look. And like I said, hopefully tonight, grandson's got some karate things that he is wanting me to come see him do tonight at his little karate thing. And when I come back, I hope to pull the stamp camp information together and get that emailed out. So if you're not on my email list, please make sure you join my email list so you do not miss out on the stamp camp event. It excuse me, went to on stage and came back, and I've been trying to lose my voice ever since. But it will be in person. However, if you are not local and you want the stamp camp, it will also be available to be virtual and sent to you, and you will get all the items that in person will get as well. So if you would like for it to be sent to you, go ahead and register and do the virtual version, and I will make sure it gets out to you. But make sure you join my email list in order to get all the information, and that will go out either tonight or first thing in the morning. But Stamp Camp is going to be April the 5th. And also, I've got some other things coming up in April and would love to have you to be part of it. So again, join the email list to make sure you stay current on all upcoming events. April's going to be kind of a super busy month with events, as well as because we have Easter in there, so it's going to be really tight with my schedule. And then Stampin' Up has gave us a challenge, and I really want to achieve the challenge that they have given us. So I will be doing extra things so I can see if I can get through the challenge. And more details are coming on that. All right, so there is our little crab. I have our little strip for our logo here. It is 2 3/4 by 3/4. 2 3/4 by 3/4. And it's just a piece of the DSP. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this down just right there. And then I have a piece of the basic white that is 2 3/4 by 3/4. This is going to be for the sentiment. And I'm going to say, hello, friend. And we're going to stamp this in the Berry Burst. Get my Pearson pad back out. This is going on the Berry Burst. Hello, friend. All right. And then we're going to put our adhesive on here. Now, don't put it all the way to the end because you're going to offset this one, and I don't want it to stick on the inside cover. So we're going to put it just like so. Now we're ready to put our little crab on, and I'm going to put him on with the dimensionals. Let's go ahead and do 2. Yeah, that should be good. 2 dimensionals. And then we're going to stick him on right at the bottom. Okay. Now for the inside of the card, we are going to put our basic white in. So before we do that, I like to stamp before. In case I mess up, then this will allow me to fix my boo-boos. So we're going to stamp off again. First step is the Mellow Mambo. We're going to stamp off, and then he's going to go right down in the bottom corner. And then we're going to take the inner side and we're going to do it in the Berry Burst without stamping off, and line him up, and he's gonna go right in that corner. Awesome. Love it. All right, so now this is ready to be put on the inside of our card base. Let's do one piece in the middle, and that's gonna go right on the inside. And the inside piece here is 4 by 5 1/4. And then our last little strip is a piece of the designer series paper. It is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. So this is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to put our adhesive on it. This goes right on the edge of the basic white. And then when you close your card up, there is your card. Now we got to, let's close these up because we are done stamping. And you just gotta love red ink, right? Just gotta love it. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off of my stamps. Now, if you're new to using stamps and photopolymer stamps, if you use a red ink, it will stain the ink stamps. And it's okay. Just clean your stamps and they will be fine. It will not smudge off into another color. They will be fine. All right. Now we're going to take our pick tool and we're going to put some bling on our cards. Let's go with Mellow Mambo, and we're going to put it up here. And then we're going to put one here. And then let's put one here. That looks good to me. What do you think? I thoroughly love it. Ooh. And red ink gets all over the place. Yuck. All right. So, let's share some, there is our card this morning for Coffee and a Card. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, Dora, I figured you would. This is a great set. It wears on you once you start seeing it. All right, so I wanted to share some other ways that you can use the set. So here is some more designs using this bundle. And these are some card swaps that I'm sharing now that I got during the on stage. One of the things demonstrators do is swap cards to get different ideas on how to use product. So this is another one that I got for a card swap. She did the, she actually fussy cutted this out of the designer paper. And then she did just a little fun fold. But it is just a piece of the cardstock with designer paper and a fun fold. So that is another way to use the stamp bundle. And then I love this one. So this one here is another fun fold, and it opens up, and then she put the water bubbles over on the side of this one. So, like I said, these are from other demonstrators, but this is a different way of using the set. And then here is my favorite. So this is a fun fold card that we did, but look at this. He is, he wobbles. Isn't that the coolest thing? He's on one of those little wobble springs. But he is the coolest thing. All right, stop playing, Jennifer. And then I wanted to share one of the things that Stampin' Up! Did this year at the on stage was they shared how to use the product in doing cards, but then they also shared how to turn the product into scrapbook pages. So I did a scrapbook swap, and I did a two-page layout. So this is the first of my page, using the designer paper, and then this is our alphabet dies that we have, and I cut the crabs out. And then here is the second layout. Again, I use the I guess that's kind of like a coral, and then the crabs, And then I put a little crab down here in the bottom. And then this would be for your journaling tab. But this is another way that you can use our Stampin' Up product in a 2-page scrapbook layout. So I thought with them sharing ways to do these, that would be a great way to start sharing with you different ways of using our products and getting the most out of it. So there is our coffee and card this morning. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. If you place an order with me using the link in this video, I am going to be sending you the material to make. You will get the supplies to make these 2 cards for free if you place an order using the link in this video. Thank you, Dora. So place an order, get these 2 cards for free using the link in this video. And I hope you have enjoyed our coffee and a card. It is sad to say it is time to close out. I will be back on Sunday. But make sure you join my email list so you get all the information, because this is my Stamp Camp suite for April, and I would love for you to come. Thank you, and have a wonderful and blessed Wednesday.